Hey everyone, Melanie here, and today we're going to do a fabric haul. I used to do these all the time a few years back, and I've gotten a few requests to bring the fabric hauls back. So I'm going to show you guys some current fabrics that I've been getting and just share with you what they look like. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 300,000 subscribers, and then we're going to do a massive giveaway. So thanks so much for that, and let's jump right in. I'm going to show you all the fabrics. All right, everyone, this is a fabric haul. Let's jump right in. This is Heartland Fabrics by Pat Bravo, and I really want these fabric haul videos to show you nice and up close the details of the fabric prints. And this way you can really get a sense for what the scale is. If there's anything, extra special, one of the lines of fabric has some metallics so that you can see that. These, in natural light up next to each other is much more helpful than a digital photograph on a website when you are trying to determine what fabrics you would like to purchase. So that's the goal of these, is to give you an idea of the scale, the colors, how they play together. These are all fat quarters. And then this way you can much more easily determine if this fabric is going to work for you, and maybe even if it's going to match what you are trying to match. If you enjoy this fabric haul video, would you leave me a comment down below and let me know? This is part of my experimenting with some different types of content, so I would love to see if you enjoy these and would like to see more of them, so comment below if this is helpful. Also, if there's any additional information that you would like to know about the fabrics. Mostly I want you just to see the colors and the patterns and tell you who it's by, and then I'll put links so that you can go find the fabric wherever you choose. But if there's any additional information, I would love to know that information as well. So these are some of the fabrics that I wanted to highlight from this line, some of the stars of the show, as I kind of like to call it. This one is maybe my favorite in the line. I love the color combinations that she chose. I mean, Pat Bravo is, a master and has been doing this for a long time. So she's a pro for sure. I love this one, and I also love the same print, but in the yellow colorway. These I think are going to be a big hit as well. I love that it's just the two colors. I think that's kind of a fun take on the owl. So here's how you can kind of see the scale of these. Alright, so now we're going to talk about Nightfall by Maureen Cracknell, and this is one of the stars of the show for the fabric line. So this print is called Moon Stories. You can see the bunnies and the moon here. This is in Spark, and then this is the same print in a different colorway. This colorway is Ash, or this is Moon Stories in Ash. Those are definitely two of the stars of the show. This is another star of the show. These owls are pretty special. I love this background. The background has these kind of stripes. You can see that there. The white also has the background stripes. It's really hard to see that. This one's called Bird of Night in the color Shade. This one's Bird of Night in Mist. So these are pretty much the stars of the show, and then we've got lots of kind of supporting characters here. So I'll show you some of my favorites. Some dragonflies here. This is in the color Aglow. This is in the color Dim. Same print, different colors. We've got some butterflies here. A few different colorways. Here's some more butterflies. I love that dark background. And here it is in the light. I will have the link so that you can look up all of these prints and the exact names of everything. Here's some trees. I like to be able to show you, it's really hard to see in a bundle what the scale of these prints is. So here's the trees. They're I've got the scale of the trees versus the scale of the butterflies. This is definitely much more of a small print. These stars as well, which are really fun. Both of those have the white background. Here's some more of these stripes like we saw in the owl print. These kind of fabrics really read more as a solid when you put them on a quilt. These are also another great supporting roll fabric. Here it is in the pink. And these are my personal favorites. These like phases of the moon in this beautiful mustard and a dark purple. Alright, so next up we have Observer by Rhodes. These three fabrics are my personal favorites, really standouts to me. I am very impressed with this fabric collection. I think there are some super great options. I love that it's not too feminine. I feel like this could be very versatile and could include some projects for men. I really also see some apparel made with these fabrics. Also much more muted than you often see in fabric collections, but you could tell how these all kind of go together. This crosshatch is really cool too. I wish that this yellow was a little bit more of this sort of golden color, but overall really good fabric collection, and I'm glad I got to show you it up close so that you could see the metallic details. Thanks so much for watching. All the details will be down in the description box below the videos. If you liked this fabric haul, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of it. If you would like for me to do more of these types of videos, that's really helpful just to know what I can do for you guys in the future, what would be helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can click right here to subscribe, and you can click right up here to see my last video, and then you can click right down here to see my last sewing tutorial. That way you can see maybe an option of ways you can utilize beautiful fabrics. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye.